Hey guys, welcome to this brand new journey encapsulation video where I have two really good friends of mine who are they have recently finished with our ISP body recomposition program, and then they are going to be bidding us adieu very soon. So I have with me the powerhouse, the couple we all look up to, Satyam and Anuj. So how are you guys doing today?
Good, good. How are you, Amitabh?
Great. Was looking forward to this lovely interview with you and love the fact that you guys are twinning today.
Yeah, by chance. Don't came intentionally after 12 years of marriage.
Amazing. That shows. And also, we are missing the little one here. Guys, let me also tell you that they have a little munchkin. Her name is Piyush. She also happens to be a great friend of mine. And sometimes, when we have our weekly calls, she's always here and absorbing and embarking on the journey that the parents are already on. So that is great. So, guys, we'll keep it very simple today. I'm going to be asking you certain questions, and then we'll discuss your experience behind how things worked out for each of you. So, of course, I'll ask you the same questions, and then both of you can answer individually so that, both your perspectives and point of views are heard, right? So, we'll get started. So I remember us having a very heart-to-heart conversation once we started talking, right? I remember the call even went for 2 hours. So I wanted to understand that once before we started working, what exactly were the struggles that you were facing in regards to your health and fitness? And what propelled you to come and join this fitness journey with us?
Sure, I can start with me. I think there was just a lot of frustration with inaction and not knowing how do you move into the action zone. So there was my intentions were always there, but I think I needed that guiding light. That how do you do it? How do you achieve that outcome? And if in case it's not coming, then how do you manage your emotions? So I think that was my biggest struggle, and I think it used to be one pet peeve between me and Anuj, and our forever topic to fight was increasing weight, our inability to take action, followed by a lot of frustration, followed by a lot of stress eating, followed by even more increase in weight. So yeah, it almost felt like a vicious circle.
Great. And what about you, Anuj?
For me, the major struggle was what to eat rather than how much to eat, what to eat, and at what time I have to eat, and what's the process. So the relationship with what I'm eating, it was completely gone. So I was sometimes munching here and there, and I didn't had any track what I'm doing with food, especially when it come to sweets. But uh, I didn't had any idea that there are alternatives for those taste buds as well. So the good thing is that here all those taste buds were addressed, and also I had a lot of fun doing this.
Amazing. That's so nice coming in from you because I remember we had so many concerns regarding what to eat, how much to eat, whether the alternatives that we suggest to you are going to be safe or not, because there is so much good
And pocket
science.
friendly as well. I think that was our biggest question, that anything that you suggest will we just overshoot the budget trying to reduce weight, because that is not what we wanted to do. We wanted to make meaningful changes in the existing lifestyle.
Right. And as you mentioned, Satyam, like your prominent point here was that guidance was missing. I mean, the intent was always there. And Anuj, in your particular case, I see that the knowledge of the rightful alternatives was missing, right? So my question to both of you is that once you got on this journey and we started uncovering the layers one by one, what was it that actually shifted in your life, mentally and physically both, right? During this process, which could now make you more attuned to being aligned with the process of fitness and health.
For me, there were a lot of reservations. That, for example, 10,000 steps. I started with कि कैसे होंगे ये मेरे से तो टाइम ही नहीं आ रहा है इतना. But eventually, when it comes to take those steps and start doing them, you eventually find time for it. Then the question was कि ये इतना sophisticated food जो है आपका उसको बनाएंगे कैसे. But eventually everything fall in line. अगर आप start कर देते हो एक बार तो फिर वो धीरे धीरे fall in line होने लगता है. पहले जो आपको थोड़ा सा स्ट्रगल होता है उसको मेंटेन करने में, बट वंस दैट इज डन इट्स अ स्मूथ जर्नी।
Amazing.
तो
I think for me, it was the conversation that goes in my head about food.
Hmm.
The first growling in my stomach, I was like, कुछ खाना है. But अब मुझे पता है कि नहीं, not necessarily. I can also be thirsty. Do I really require that? Reading through the labels, it wasn't that I wasn't a very label oriented person. I was, but now I understand. And to our surprise, when I ordered multivitamin capsules for Pimu, she asked, "How much protein does this have?" So I think she is very oriented. She used to be that Pakka Lay's ka fan. Now she has moved to Right Bite Protein Max chips, right? So I think that orientation has changed, that we don't require. For example, मैं पहले दिन की 6 रोटी खाती थी, एंड 6 रोटी मतलब वो बढ़िया वाली जो मतलब टिपिकली आप 50 ग्राम पेड़े की बनाओगे, राइट? सो इमेजिन 6 5 to 300 grams should the wheat going inside. Now I eat those chotu chotu 30 gram pede ki 3 roti the entire day. So it's almost like 90 grams. And I'm not starving myself. So I think one thing that I've done is I eat and I feel happy, and there's this constant surge of energy. There are of course days when one will feel down, when there's just so much that needs to be done. But I think I've learned how to manage that.
It's amazing. So insightful coming into you. So if I consolidate the point both of you guys made, it is that the awareness around the whole subject has, taken off to the next level. Knowing that, certain things that you guys thought were not ideal or impossible to say the least, now they are a prominent part of your life. And that's so good to see. Also for you, Satyam, Anuj was telling me about, the progress that he made and how his mindset around things changed. Like once you start, like he said, things just start falling into place. You also saw him as your better half, make a very radical transformation. Guys, he's lost 17 plus kgs, by the way, right? And on the other hand, I also remember that there was this little knack that Anuj was progressing a little faster than how you were. So, how has his transformation journey, affect your mindset and your commitment? Because I know you went through testing times, seeing him, literally not put in half the effort and get, more results, and you also replicating the same amount of efforts and not getting those results. So, what did that whole process, teach you?
I think understanding that a woman's body is much different from a man's body, understanding that we have our own cycle of highs and lows throughout the month, understanding that not every day the weight needs to be checked. So, and being comfortable with it, right? So, there was this constant chull in me that, okay, Anuj is weighing himself, even I need to. So, उसके दो ही आउटकम मुझे थे कि पहली बात तो मतलब मेरा इतना वेट लॉस होता नहीं था जितना अनुज का हुआ है, राइट? एंड इफ यू नो, आई थिंक so understanding that there are days then that measuring weight will only mean me getting further stressed out, further increasing my weight. So being okay in my skin, understanding my own body. And sometimes I think it was also that push, because by the time you hit 8 p.m. and if you're only at about 6,000 steps, then you need the right partner support to push you to say, "Acha 4,000 bache hain, kar lo, I'm here, I will manage. Yeah, chalo, I will come with you. Let's do it together." So I think that was possible only because of the partnership of saying that it's okay, let's do it together.
Wow. What would you say to that, Anuj?
या ऑब्वियसली मतलब एक कोऑर्डिनेशन तो चाहिए दोनों चीज़ों का ना, कि समटाइम्स आई फील लो, समटाइम्स शी फील्स लो, तो वो है कि इट्स लाइक कि एक दूसरे को कॉम्प्लीमेंट भी करना, और कई बार ऐसा भी होता है कि फॉर एग्जांपल एक्सरसाइज कभी कभी नहीं होता, वी हैव टू बी ओके विद दैट आल्सो। इट्स नॉट कि वही है कि हम बहुत ज़्यादा आइडियलाइज करने की कोशिश करते हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा स्टैंडर्डाइज करने की कोशिश करते हैं, तो वो एक तरीके से एडिड प्रेशर हो जाता है। बट वो नहीं, उसको कैसे कोप अप करना है वो भी समझ में आया कि हाँ, डिसिप्लिन इज नॉट कि आप एक आध दिन छोड़ दो, बट हाँ कंटिन्यूस स्ट्रेच में छोड़ दोगे तो डिसिप्लिन कराओ।
Right.
तो हाउ टू मैनेज दोज इमोशंस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। क्या आप हमेशा एक स्ट्रेट लाइन में नहीं जा सकते, जब आप लो में हो तो फिर आपस में कोऑर्डिनेट करके कैसे आप उससे आगे आ सकते हो, दैट इज मच इम्पोर्टेंट एंड दैट वी लर्न, स्पेशली थैंक्स टू यू।
So the good part here is जब आप दोनों ये चीज बोल रहे थे, मेरे दिमाग में ना एक ही सेंटेंस बार 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 बार, it was just like shining again and again, and I was just saying power couple for a reason, power couple for a reason. Because देखो, मैंने I think with Satyam, I've had these conversations which have been very long, very detailed, lot of work to do, lot of internal work to do as well, and she beautifully encapsulated the process of managing emotions, जिस पे अभी आपने भी थोड़ी सी लाइट डाली. तो मुझे यही समझ आया इतने साल कोचिंग करके भी और इतने लोगों के साथ काम करने के लिए, दैट ट्रू फिटनेस एंड हेल्थ इज अबाउट हेल्पिंग पीपल अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट देयर बेस्ट वर्जन ऑफ फिटनेस इज. जैसे आपने प्रेशर की बात की ना, अभी कंपैरिजन की बात की. If I compare myself to a coach who has better genetics than me, who's in a first world country, who doesn't have to run a business on the side, probably he's going to be healthier than me. But it's about living your own personal legend. And जैसे आपने कहा that every day you will not be able to live that, right? And still, when you manage your emotions together and come out stronger as a couple, that is a treat, a sight to watch. And I'm so glad you guys did it together. So, despite the tough days that we had, right? How do you think that the mentorship that we ensued together was different than the things that you've done पहले, like before? आज से पहले जैसे आपने पहले भी चीजें ट्राई करी होंगी ना, जैसे सत्यम कह रही थी about reading labels and stuff. So, what would you say about that?
पहले mentorship, I think it was much more like coaching rather than mentorship. It was not about dealing with emotion. It was the statement that we continuously used to get. I think the हमने शुरू में किया था पहले, तो ये था कि नहीं आपको करना तो पड़ेगा, ये करना है, पर डेली करना है. अगर डेली नहीं करा तो फिर दिक्कत होगी आपको. फिर वो यू यूजुअली गेट ऑन दोस थिंग्स. और फिर ऑल्टरनेटिव्स भी मेंटरशिप में नहीं मिल रहे थे. वी हैव डन दैट. हमने वजन कम भी किया बट वो वापस आ जाता था, क्योंकि it's not something that you do for a span of 3 months. It's a lifetime, you can say, skill that you are developing. और उसको डेवलप करना, खुद को इवॉल्व करना ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट था. चेंज से ज़्यादा इवॉल्व करना मैं कहूँगा, क्योंकि हम अपने आप को बदल रहे हैं. पूरी तरीके से नहीं बदल रहे कि मतलब हाँ 3 महीने के टाइम फ्रेम में खुद को चेंज कर रहे हैं. इट्स अबाउट changing ourselves, not only from body, not only from you can say physics standpoint, but also from mental standpoint.
Beautiful.
तो उसमें हमें काफी if you are strong here, you can be strong anywhere. तो वो mental strength gain करने में काफी important है.
I think हमें तो a key call out for me will be कि पहले हम लोग जब भी हमने करी है, for example, by long dieting journey, right? Experimenting so much around and immediately putting using Anuj also as a guinea pig कि चल तू भी करके right? But I think वहाँ ये होता था कि हफ्ते में एक बार आपको एक डाइट मिल जाती थी, आपको बस वही करनी है. यहाँ पे होता था कि हफ्ते में एक बार हम लोग मिलते थे and we used to talk about a lot of things, our challenges, our questions, and no question was a silly question. And I'm sure that this is something that we will continue to do because I think that's the role of a coach, right? To maybe I can just summarize to say that you've taught us how to fish. Earlier times, the fish was served to us. All we were told is that this is the fish, eat it. Now you've taught us how to fish, and we'll not go hungry for a lifetime.
That's so sweet coming from you, Satya. And the great part is just like how we are trying to encapsulate the same point in different sentences. That now you guys, I feel what you will take back is, I mean, for somebody coming into the mentorship, maybe being aesthetic or having a six pack would be a priority. For somebody else, it could be something entirely different as understanding how fitness can be made sustainable. And I think you guys are pretty close to that. And you guys are collectively living your own personal fitness legend. So my final question to you guys is कि अब पता चल गया है कि फिश कैसे करना है, right? And of course कुछ चीजें उसमें liberating भी रही होंगी, कुछ limiting भी रही होंगी कि यार ऐसा ही करना पड़ेगा सारी लाइफ, होता है, right? Because once you get attuned with the truth of something, it comes with its share of positives and negatives. तो मेरा आप दोनों से क्वेश्चन ये है, नंबर 1 कि अब आपके फ्यूचर प्लान्स क्या हैं? Now that you understand fitness for what it is, good or bad, completely wrong. And second, what would you like to tell parents like you, Satyam, a mother like you, or Anuj, a father like you, who want to get started with the transformation but are hesitant. Something is stopping them. It could be an excuse, it could be busy schedules, it could be their own mind, or it could be a lack of knowledge like you had before. So ये दो questions है मेरे final आपसे.
पता है एक ना वो माउंटेन ड्यू का एड था ना, where just seconds, milliseconds before the jump, the person feels very, very hesitant, right? I did ziplining once, and just when the guy was hooking me on that zipline, I was like, shit, बहुत डर लग रहा है. बट फिर वो जुप जो गया ना, वो इतना लिबरेटिंग था ना कि मुझे पता है. तो मुझे पता है मैंने दिसंबर से पहले कितनी फ्रस्ट्रेशन में अपनी लाइफ जी है. And Amitosh, I had a very busy quarter one. You know how many campuses I visited, how much I had to go eat out, because somewhere you also are trying to build a relationship, and everywhere you just can't be carrying your dappa, right? But every time I knew what that break point is, and अगर मैंने कर लिया, अगर मैंने indulge कर लिया, तो अब मैं इसका क्या तोड़ निकालूं, मुझे सब पता था, right? And I think that freedom, that experience is very liberating. और पता है वो ना, वो रामदेव बाबा कहते हैं ना, करने से होता है. वो मैं इससे ज्यादा अच्छा डिस्क्राइब नहीं कर सकती किसी के लिए. You will have to be in it to experience it. मतलब और मैं क्या बोलूं.
वाह. तो अब जो आपके जैसे लोग हैं जिनको ये हेजिटेशन हो रही है जिपलाइन पे चढ़ने से पहले, उनको क्या कहना चाहोगे, और फ्यूचर में इसको कैसे आगे कंटिन्यू करोगे, ये भी बता दो.
Just do it is the thing. And I think it's not कि हमें निर्वाणा मिल गया है. हमें अब समझ में आ गया है. Anuj is at what, 18 kgs weight loss. I am at 9 kgs. अब हमें पता चल गया है कि क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है, आगे इसको कैसे सस्टेन करना है, so that we don't go back into the same rut of falling back into these traps of eating out and then consistently eating out and then not taking a break in between. वो जो हमारे फिक्सेस हैं, प्रोटीन डाइट कैसे आपको मेंटेन करनी है, कीप लेबल्स कैसे पढ़ने हैं, वो सब पता है अनफॉर्चुनेटली ना हमें बचपन में नहीं सिखाया जाता है यार. हमारी मम्मी वो रोटियों पे घी डाल डाल के हमें खिलाती है. इतनी प्रोटीन, एंड स्पेशली फॉर वेजिटेरियन फैमिली लाइक अस, हमारी प्रोटीन की ओरिएंटेशन है ही नहीं. तो अगर हमें एक हेल्थी चाइल्डहुड और लाइफस्टाइल अपने बच्चे को देना है, तो हमें ये ओरिएंटेशन, ये चीज फॉलो करते रहनी पड़ेगी ना, तभी तो होगा. एंड पता है मतलब वो नहीं है सिर्फ, अब हमारे पेरेंट्स भी हमें देख के चेंज हो रहे हैं. अनुज की मम्मा का 6 kg वेट लॉस हो गया है. मतलब जो कि पहले दिन के मुश्किल से 50 या 60 स्टेप्स चलती थी, आज की तारीख में 5 से 6 हजार स्टेप्स चलती हैं और कंप्लेन नहीं करती हैं, बिकॉज इवन शी हैज स्टार्टेड टू एंजॉय दैट प्रोसेस. बट आई अनुज अभी लास्ट वीकेंड अपनी मम्मा के पास गए थे विजिट करने के लिए, तो फिर मैंने बोला, मैं और क्या खाया आपने, तो कहती मम्मी ने पनीर के पराठे खिलाए. मतलब पूरी जिंदगी हमारी मम्मी ने हमें आलू के पराठे खिलाए, हमारी मम्मी हमें पनीर के पराठे खिला रही है. तो वो सब चेंजेस इसी की वजह से तो आए हैं. एंड यू विल हैव टू बी इन इट टू एक्सपीरियंस इट. तो ज्यादा ना दिमाग नहीं लगाना है. प्रॉब्लम तब होती है जब हम बहुत दिमाग लगाते हैं.
आई वुड ऑल्सो ऐड कि अगर आप जर्नी स्टार्ट करना चाहते हो, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आपके साथ कौन है. तो एक कम्युनिटी का फायदा बहुत होता है. तो इफ पीपल आर स्टार्टिंग, तो जो कम्युनिटी है हमारी, जो ग्रुप है इसमें, जो, क्योंकि ऐसा है ना कि अब कोई किसी ने मैसेज किया कि मैं रात को 10 बजे आया और फिर मैंने 10,000 स्टेप्स कंप्लीट कर लिए, तो दैट गिव्स अस आल्सो दैट इनसाइट कि हाँ, आप कोई 10 बजे बाहर से आकर के स्टेप्स पूरे कर सकते हैं, जिसको सुबह जल्दी उठना है, व्हाई नॉट मी. मैं अपने बॉडी को क्यों कह रहा हूँ अरे मैं थक गया. इट्स डूएबल. जब आप दूसरे को देखते हो करते हुए, तो आप और ज्यादा समझते हो कि हाँ, ये चीज हो सकती है, इट्स पॉसिबल. तो वो एक कम्युनिटी का भी फायदा यहाँ पे है कि अगर बाकी किसी को करना है, तो हैव पीपल अराउंड यू जो एक उस डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि वो आपको फिर एक साथ लेकर के जाएंगे आगे तक. एंड इट्स अमेजिंग.
Yeah, I think वो psychologically also it is said ना that the 6 people who are around you define the way of your life and what you think. So अगर आप अकेले बैठ के भी करने की कोशिश करोगे ना, तो you will not have that community support, and that is required for any change that you want to bring. And just how like everybody roots for everyone to say that yes, this is this is what you're doing and we're just so happy for it. For example, मतलब मैं बहुत डेली बेसिस पे मैं और अनुज अपने 10,000 स्टेप्स डाल देते हैं एंड बस हम डाल देते हैं राइट एंड स्टिल यू रिसीव दोस इमोजीज वेयर पीपल आर क्लैपिंग इट, दे आर लाइकिंग इट, दे आर लविंग इट. तो कोई तो है ना जो खुश हो रहा है हमारे लिए.
Amazing. So beautiful, so profound. I mean, I was just lost in what you guys were saying. And आपको मैं यही बताता हूँ कि when I started my fitness journey, so there was no community. So I know brick by brick building a community with these people who are always motivating each other. And I'm so glad that you guys could reap the benefits. And even I reap the benefits. जब आप लोग अपने steps करते हो और मैं कभी नहीं करता, तो then it's a symbiotic relationship. And I'm very glad that we could make it happen. And to the people who are watching us, I would also tell you that you don't have to do all the work. There are people who have done the work before you, and they are more than willing to accept you in the community. And also by making sure that they root not just for themselves but for you as well. There are people who can genuinely be happy for you, and those people you will find within the ASF Superstars community. Would you agree, guys?
Yes.
Great, then. That's all that I had for you guys today, right? So firstly, I would like to thank both of you, Satyam and Anuj, for taking out your bona fide time. I know you guys are very, very busy, and you agreed to do this with us. This is going to definitely serve as a benchmark for somebody who's on the fence and wanting to get started. And hopefully, we'll be able to help more people like you. And to those who are watching, I would just like to say that whatever your
And
fitness
for those who are watching, I have to tell one thing. So
Anji.
this Saturday, we were at Pihu school for a PTM. So, and Pihu school is very, they want people to stay connected to the roots. So हम वहाँ दरी पे बैठते हैं. So I was sitting there and a friend of mine walked in and she said, "Oh my God, I just couldn't recognize तुम बैठी हुई हो. Give me your coach's number." तो मैंने कहा यार तुम मुझे देख के मत खुश हो, तुम अनुज को देखो. तो उसने कहा अनुज कहाँ है? मैं तो वो बैठा कहता नहीं वो अनुज नहीं है. मैंने कहा ध्यान से देखो. उसने कहा oh my God वो अनुज है. राइट उसने मतलब वो मोमेंट जो था ना आई कांट टेल यू इट वाज प्रेशियस एंड आई थिंक विद अ लॉट ऑफ ग्रैटिट्यूड इन माय हार्ट अमितोज यू मेड इट पॉसिबल. मतलब अनुज का ना आई डोंट नो इफ यू रिकलेक्ट अनुज की बिगेस्ट कंसर्न थी कि अमितोज मेरे हाथ पैर पतले हो जाएंगे मेरा पेट मोटा रहेगा. पहली बार है लाइफ में हाथ पैर मोटे हैं पेट ट्रिम डाउन हुआ है. सो व्हेन यू लुक एट दिस दैट ये बाइसेप्स निकल रही है व्हेन यू लुक एट दिस ये जो निकल रही है यहाँ पे ये दिख रही है आपको ये सब वैसे आपकी तो बहुत अच्छी है.
सेम टू सेम.
तो वो इसी वजह से आया है ना.
अमेजिंग. आपको पता है सत्यम जब आपने ज्वाइन नहीं किया था ना अभी कॉल तो अनुज और मैं यही डिस्कस कर रहे थे. सो गाइस जस्ट टू गिव यू कॉन्टेक्स्ट अनदर वन ऑफ देयर फ्रेंड्स हैज जॉइंड अस इन द मेंटरशिप प्रोग्राम. हिमांशु की बात कर रहा हूं राइट. ही जॉइंड इन एंड आई थिंक बर्थडे पार्टी थी जहाँ पे आप उनके बेटे की बर्थडे पार्टी पे गए थे पीहू को लेके. तो उन्होंने आपको देखा तो उन्होंने देख के सोचा कि पीहू है किसके साथ. फिर उसके बाद उन्होंने अनुज को देखा कहते यार ये तो वो है ही नहीं ये कौन से नए इंसान के साथ आ गया. सो आई थिंक दिस हैज हैपेंड ऑन मल्टीपल ओकेजन्स एंड वन ऑफ देम हैज बीन told to us by a fellow ASF superstar who's working with us at this point.
Yes.
I want to tell
a
you
lot of people don't recognize Anuj now.
back to
It
school sir.
happened with our ISKCON group as well. जब हम पूरी गए थे they are like कौन आया है. मैंने कहा हस्बैंड नहीं चेंज करा है फिजिक चेंज हुई है.
ये एक और अंदर से नया एक रूप प्रकट हुआ है इनका. नहीं but Anuj and Satyam both of you guys telling you this with my absolute heart that you guys should give yourself more credit than what you've done. क्योंकि स्केल पे क्या देखते हो शीशे में क्या देखते हो वो तो वॉलेटाइल है वो चेंज आप कर सकते हो कभी भी. लेकिन जो यहाँ पे चेंज होता है ना आपके माइंड में वो चीज रह जाती है. एंड आई एम वेरी श्योर कि कुछ तो इस मेंटरशिप में हुआ होगा ऐसा जो यहाँ पे रह जाएगा. सो that being said the mentorship is over but the relationship stays guys. Be rest assured of that. We'll continue meeting at ASF meetups.
I will hound you. I will continue to hound you.
Anji?
Still a lot left.
मैं कह रही हूँ I will continue to hound you for a lifetime.
Absolutely.
That you've signed up for.
No worries. I'll try my very best to even help you with the best of my possible ability when you send me your questions, and I'll make sure that we can continue and prolong this relationship, and I also become Pihu's coach then when she turns 18.
वो तो बोलती है अभी थोड़ा टमी फैट हो गया है कैसे रिड्यूस करें.
That's so adorable.
प्रोटीन खाते आए तो
क्या
वो पीहू कह रही थी थोड़ा टमी फैट दिख रहा है, थोड़ा
अच्छा,
प्रोटीन खाना पड़ेगा अब।
प्रोटीन खाना पड़ेगा। ओके, दैट्स अमेजिंग। नहीं नहीं, प्रोटीन का उसका हम देख लेंगे, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट। उसको कहते हैं ना अमितोज भैया इज देयर, उसकी भी डाइट देख लेंगे प्रोटीन
And she was
की।
just so, I think, so uh, very, very, very happy when she got that ASF little star on a t-shirt. I know she wore it to the library, she wore it to the school, she showed everybody I'm an ASF little star, and everybody was asking कहती मेरे मम्मी पापा ने ना वेट कम करा है पर ये ना प्राइस मुझे मिला है।
उन्होंने भी तो करा है, उन्होंने आपकी सारी हैबिट्स सीखी हैं आपके साथ, 10,000
हाँ
स्टेप्स करे हैं, प्रोटीन समझ आया। अगर हम बचपन से उनको रिवॉर्ड करेंगे तो सोचो आगे चल के हाउ वेल अ ट्यून शील बी।
हाँ
जो
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
ये जो विशियस सर्कल है ना, ये ब्रेक हो जाएगा। जैसे हमने, आप कह रहे थे ना पेरेंट्स ने सिखाया नहीं न्यूट्रिशन लेबल पढ़ना, पेरेंट्स ने सिर्फ घी डालना बताया रोटी पर। अब हमें रिवॉर्ड सिस्टम चेंज करना पड़ेगा ताकि ऑफ कोर्स आवर कंट्री कैन बिकम हेल्दियर, एंड आई वांट टू प्ले अ स्मॉल पार्ट इन दैट, राइट? So guys, we'll end this lovely, journey
Thank
of
you so much,
encapsulation.
Thank you.
Amitoj. We wouldn't have done this without you.
That's
I
so
think
sweet.
that's bold and underlined. And
I am glad I could.
people sitting on fence need to be here with you to experience that.
I'm sure we've seen a lot of tough times together, but I'm also very sure that we all came out stronger. And that is why, this relationship with its no joke is still, going to become better and better by each passing day, right? And I wish you the very, very best, both of you guys, for your future endeavors. And to those who are watching, I just want to tell you that whatever your fitness goals are, we here at ASF are here to help you achieve them in a quick, rightful, and sustainable manner. And if you want to start your fitness journey, listen to Satyam and Anuj. It's not about starting 6 months later or a month later. The best time to start is right now because everything else can wait, but your health can't, right? So we'll soon be back with another journey encapsulation like the above. Until then, I'm Coach Amitoj signing off, and with me are Satyam and Anuj. Thank you guys. Love you loads.
Thank you. Bye.